All right, you want to jump into the Xbox news, Mr. Xbox?
All right. Okay. I mean, I'm Xbox for now. We'll say that. So I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone's already heard the Xbox Series X and the Xbox Series S was announced actually during the week, and both of the prices.
It was leaked, dude. Not announced.
It was leaked at first. Yeah, it was leaked at first, and then Xbox was finally like, "Fuck it, we're releasing it." So they released the video. Like they released the full video, and
the video is coming now.
Yeah, and they released the price as well. I think they did the leak, and then they announced that okay, it is true that we're doing this, and then they just said, they went one more further and said, well, here's the price as well. Mm-hmm. And yeah, and it did take. I think it did take a minute for them to release the specs for the Series S.
Yeah, they came out today or yesterday, so it was like the next day or two after.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, I mean, okay, so it's crazy. So here are the prices, guys. Xbox Series X is $499, and the Xbox Series S is $299. The Xbox Series S, isn't all digital, so it's no.
I have the spec sheet as well at the bottom of the document if you want to look at it.
Okay. Oh, is it at the bottom?
Yeah, it's at the bottom.
Okay, all right. I'll get to that in a second. All right, this one part is easier, I guess.
True.
It's supposed to be all digital. It's the 1440p, so it's the 2K, and it's supposed to go up to 120 FPS. Mm-hmm. It has the ray tracing. It has it's variable rate shading, and variable refresh rates. It supposedly has ultra low latency. It's got the 512 gigabyte SSD. And it's supposed to be 4K streaming media playback and 4K upscaling for some games. And
okay, what do you think of that? Of all that information?
Dude, I had a conversation with one of my friends. I went to one of my friends, and he's more of a cheap friend. He's like, the one who doesn't want to spend any money. And I figured he's gonna like this one more. And I asked him, and he said. He's like, yeah, I really like it. He's like, I think I'm gonna get this one. And and I did ask my other friend, who's like, we're all like mutual friends. Asked him, like, what do you think about this as well? Like, do you think you're gonna get it? And he's like, I really don't like that. It's only 2K, but if it's supposed to get 120 and it's like discless, then I'm gonna get it too. Which is kind of where I'm at. And I was like, and they tried, and I argued though that like when I play after I argued my point with my friend, one of them changed their mind. I said that when I play console games, I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to relax. I don't want to play, I don't really care about 120, 140, hertz, or, FPS when I play console games. I just want to chill. I'll be fine with 60. And I'm a real schnob when it comes to my PC games. It's I'll do those kind of but so when you're telling me it's only gonna drop to 2, or it's gonna drop to 2K. I want 4K when I'm playing console games. I want to be able to chill, watch experience games, and experience games. I don't really care about that much FPS, but I do just want to not have a tray, and I want to have 4K and low latency. I don't want to have low load times. And one of my friends did say, he's like, yeah, it's kind of weird that they're promising 120 FPS for $300. I don't know what tech they're doing and how the hell they're gonna do that, but. My friend's got a $1,000 PC, and he's struggling with 120 at 2K sometimes, and he's like, how the hell does an Xbox value it at $300? $300 and some change with tax. So he's
wizardry, dude. It's optimization as well. Dude. That's a huge deal.
Yeah, I guess, but we're kind of. Here I am thinking I know a thing or two about building PCs, but apparently I don't. If they can optimize it so well to 120 FPS. So it's kind of weird how I don't know how the hell they're getting that pricing for that, but I mean, it's a deal. It's a bargain, but there's a bargain that is not for me, if that explains it. And then I told that to my friend, and he's like, you know what? That makes total sense. I'm totally down for 4K too. I have a 4K TV. Not everyone has 4K TVs, I guess. Some people don't. Some people do. I have 2, 3 4K TVs. I think 3 right now in my house. I'm like, dude, I want to play these. Yeah, sorry, but I want to play it and chill. And sit down on my couch and not do anything. I don't want to vegetate while I'm playing this game. So I want the 4K. I want experience it and stuff. That's kind of why I'm getting I'm leaning towards that Sony PlayStation. Mm-hmm. But so this Xbox Series S is a hell of a freaking deal.
Oh yeah.
But it's just not for me. And it's an insane deal, really, like the pricing of it. But I don't know. I would still pay them more money. Like but that's also me.
So but does the X having a disk drive really dissuade you that much from getting it, even though it's 4K? It's what you want.
And that's what I was just about to say. Like I've been saying I want diskless. Like Xbox needs to come out with the diskless, and then I would probably want it. And they came out with this diskless, and I was like, dude, yeah. But then I saw it was only 2K, and I'm like, dude, no. Like,
no.
Dude, no. But dude, it sucks. But I don't know how the hell they're gonna have 4K streaming on it as well. I don't know what kind of wizardry it's doing. Like, it's really weird. But it's just not. It's so close to what I want, but it's just not for me.
So
like, it's
are you
like
gonna get so you're torn between, like, not considering PlayStation. If you were just considering Xbox, you would be torn between the X and the S, or would you get the X because of 4K? Is 4K
I would get the X
seller?
4K. I would get the X because of 4K. It sucks that like the S is such a great deal, and like it's so.
It really
like,
is. We're not like bagging on it. It's the best.
Yeah.
It's one of the best deals you'll find for a console ever.
Dude, it really is. Like, yeah, I don't want anyone to seem like I'm bashing on it. Like, this thing sucks. It's insane. This is insane. Like, this is mind blowing. And like from one of my friends, he's still like mind blown about it. You know, the one that like is the cheaper one, and he wants to still get it at this. He's for sure getting this only because he doesn't care about it. Like, he wants the 1080p, and I'm like, dude,
that's totally fine.
I'm bougie as hell, so I want the 4K, and like, so I'm paying the extra one. But like, it's crazy that like, I don't know, maybe it might just be me again. I mean, but like, I just want that 4K, and I don't know.
I want it. I need it.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get the Xbox Series S. Like, if I were to pick one, it's not gonna be the S, and it sucks that that's kind of the decision.
I mean, you
that
could just go all digital and not use the disc drive on the X.
Yeah.
You can do that, but
I mean, yeah, but it's not. Then what's the point? I don't know. I wanted a Series X discless, but they gave me a Series S. Even if they just gave me the Series X and bumped off like $50, I would still take it.
There was like a, I don't want to say a leak because it's not real, but there was just like a crazy rumor going around that there was a Series V and it was just an X without a disc drive. I'm like, no, that's not it. Like, that's not it at all.
Funny. Oh my god, dude. But I mean, what do you think? What do you think about it? For someone to like, I guess, would you think PlayStation should do something like this?
Well, PlayStation does have the discless PS5, and the main difference I want to point out between them is like, so with Xbox, it's like the X and the S, right? It's like the X is higher powered, S is lower powered. But PS5, it's more PS5 and PS5 kind of like 5.1 almost, because it's the same system just without the disk drive. It's not like lower powered or anything like that. It's the same thing just without the disk drive. So I'm curious to see how they would price that, because the main difference why there's such a disparity in price between the Series X and Series S is because it's lower powered, the Series S. So if the PS5 Digital Edition is not lower powered, and say it comes in at like 400, say it's 500 and 400, right? Diskless. Is that like, do you think that is more persuasive than a Series S?
Dude, yeah, I think so.
You think
like,
so?
It's just, yeah, I just
$300 to $400. This is totally hypothetical and nothing confirmed, but just like, I'm assuming they're gonna try and get that digital edition out in people's hands.
Yeah, I mean, and also I've been seeing more people like the digital one too. Like, at least from what I've been seeing, I've been seeing a lot more people like be swayed towards the digital one.
People
I don't
like
think
the form factor of it. It looks nicer because it's symmetrical and not like has that ass on
the
end of it.
The aesthetic of it, yeah. Mm-hmm. But I also I did like it too because it's like, it is like slimmer, and it's like the PlayStation is fucking massive for some reason.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like, it's huge.
I think because it's trying to be quiet, which is nice. I'll take that.
Yeah,
because man, running Avengers, dude. Like, I played pretty much all the recent games that come out. Last of Us Part 2, Ghost of Tsushima, and now Avengers, dude. This thing blows my PS4, dude. Like, way more than Ghost of Tsushima, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Because like, environmental detail in that game is awesome, but like, I don't know, man. Avengers that thing burns when I am playing it. Like,
yeah, I don't know. I wish that, like, I don't want to lose the 4K. I want the 4K. That's why I'm getting a console for 4K, to get the 4K and chill on it, you know? Like, that's what...
Well, I mean, the Series X is definitely going to guarantee more 4K games than the PS5, I think, just based on, like, the power difference of, like, 2 to 3 teraflops or whatever. But it's just the exclusives, man. You can't play Spider-Man on Xbox. Like, you
Yeah,
can't play God of
but,
War on Xbox.
I don't know, but I do see that the price. I do think that the price is just going to be enticing for a lot of people because there are some people too that just like. I know I do have a lot of like PlayStation friends. They do. Well, honestly, my PlayStation friends that do this, they just use it as like to add to their TV to make it a smart TV, so they can use Netflix and Hulu and everything like that too. Like this would be a lot easier to just do the Series S, get that, plug it in your TV, and now you have like Netflix, Hulu account, and like your Amazon account, or whatever, all linked in there. You just watch all your videos, and movies, and stuff, and then you can play a game or two on there. And I think this also caters to like I want to say this right without offending some people, like some of the kids who like still want to play Fortnite and stuff like that, but on consoles, and like it gives them that high refresh rates and high like like FPS,
higher fidelity.
And it's cheaper for them like to do that. Also, some people need to I think people need to raise awareness as well, so people who don't like parents don't buy like the Series S for their kids because they think it's cheaper or because it's cheaper, and like the kids needed like the 4K or something like that, or really wanted the 4K. And, yeah, not needed, but we're gonna be upset about it. That'd be the worst. People need to raise awareness on the situation.
I think parents will be okay for the most part because it's kind of like the smartphone plan, which we'll get into our pricing plan too in a second. But like the smartphone model of like like iPhone 11, then you have the S, you have like the SX Max, like you have like so many variations of the same product, So I think people in general will be okay because like Series X sounds like more intense than S, I guess, just in the name. So I'd be like, I just really don't want people to get confused, like, and see the pricing and be like, oh my god, this was just cheaper. Why would I not get the other one? Whatever. Like, it just doesn't have a tray. That's it. Okay, fine. I'm gonna get it. Like, that's not the case. No, no, it's not the case at all.
Don't want that to happen.
What do you think of this this pricing plan that Xbox? This is not something new that Xbox has done, but for this, it's it's highlighted more because consoles are expensive, and the time that we're living right now, money is tight for most people. So they introduced this Xbox All Access plan.
Yeah.
It's basically a smartphone plan for your console. So basically, I'll break it down real quick. For the Series S, it'll cost $25 a month for 24 months. But the Series X will cost $35 a month for 24 months. Both of these come with Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. So you'll get Live Gold and everything and Game Pass like that. What do you think of that? You think that's a good idea?
Yeah. I don't want to like exploit some stuff or anything, but I don't think it's a good idea.
Okay. How come?
I guess I'm saying
it's just a mobile phone plan.
Okay, well, see, the thing is, the Xbox Ultimate Game Pass or whatever, it goes on sale a lot. Like, I'm saying, like, at least 4 or 5 times a year.
It does.
Like, yes, you have 2 weeks to do this. So if you're buying this for the Game Pass, like, dude, there's better times to do it, and you can like stock up, which is what I kind of did.
I stocked up. I did that.
Yeah, you can just stock up and get it for like a year and a half. So I mean, if you're doing this, they're like, oh my god, it's a deal for the Game Pass as well. Don't think of it as that. But if you're just trying to buy the Xbox Series S or the Xbox X for installments purposes, then yeah, get that. You don't just want to upfront chunk up, the $300 that it is. Then like, I guess you can do that, but I don't think it's like really worth, in my opinion. No, I don't think it's worth. I think that I would just chunk it up, the $300 myself, save it myself. But if I guess,
and then when Live Gold or whatever goes on sale, or Game Pass Ultimate goes on sale for like $1, just like freaking pile on, pretty much.
Yep, exactly. That's the only thing I could say that I would do. I mean, I guess that's my advice. I guess to some people, it does go on sale a lot, but so just do that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm not a fan of it. But I mean, some people do like installments. I mean, so
that's
you want to
true.
pay it. Yeah. So I mean, there are those people who like that, and this is for you, I guess.
I think it seems more affordable up front, but I mean, I guess it's paid off after that 24 months. It's just like, okay, it's like you bought it pretty much, but I don't know. I guess it's the psychological feeling of like you don't really own it because you're paying like rent on it pretty much.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think it's a good option, though. More options are always good. I'm not opposed to like having options. So, and plus, the family is just like, $25 a month, like that sounds better than $300 now. Like, and I'm sure you can. I'm sure if you get like more money in the future or whatever, something good rolls around, you can be like, oh, I'll just pay the rest of it or something. So, I think it's a good option.
Yeah, I guess it is like I guess it's a good thing to have. I guess Might as well. But yeah, I mean, like I said, it just sucks that it's just not 4K. I just wanted a discless.
So are you gonna get PlayStation 5, the discless version, or the disc drive?
Oh, for sure. The disc drive isn't even it's not even a thought. Not even a thought.
I'll be getting that one. I'll be getting the disc drive.
No. Can't do it, dude. I remember I made a tweet about it. Actually, I think we talked about this a while ago. Then I made a tweet about it. I went home, or I didn't go. But later on, I made a tweet about it. I was like, I haven't even seen a copy yet. I totally forgot that there was digital things. And then I was like, I think it's been a year or over a year since I've seen one. Like since I've seen a disc game, and all my friends commented, "Dude, it's been 2 years." And my friends were like, the last game I bought was Fallout 3. Like, you know.
Wow.
Like,
okay. Well.
I'm like, dude, really? They're all like, yeah, man, I haven't bought that in forever. So I mean, I know my friends are on board with the disc list. So I still. But that's what I have to say about that. I think that's about it for the highlights that we got though for news wise.
Yeah, for the headliners, yeah, that's pretty much it, because it's really about Xbox stealing the show here.
Yep.
With their pricing, which I did not expect.
Yeah. Also, that was also like a thing too. Xbox really is just out of hand.
I think Sony will release details next week because, in my opinion, because pre-orders go on sale for the Xbox console September 22nd, right? So you need to release your pre-order details before that, so there's 2 options at that date. Because if you force people into one option, that's what they're going to do. So
they have to, I guess. Yeah.
That's what I predict.
And what do you think about the look of it, though? I wanted to ask you that. What do you think about the look of it?
It looks okay, I guess. It kind of looks like the One S. One S, I think, is the best looking Xbox, in my opinion.
Dude, really?
Yeah, I like the One S, dude.
Okay.
The One X is cool too, but I really like the One S. And it kind of looks like that, but I'm not digging the subwoofer on the front. I'm not.
Dude, that's exactly.
I'm not digging the huge speaker. It's not a speaker, but it's vent. But still.
I also made it a tweet. I was like, this thing looks like it belongs in the trunk of an 09 Honda Civic. Dude, it's. I was like, someone needs to Photoshop this in the trunk of an 09 Honda Civic. Dude, come on, it's crazy. Yeah, but I mean, I don't like the look. I really don't like the look of this one. The look of the Xbox Series X looked better, I think, in my opinion. I think that even though it's a block refrigerator,
it's a brick, dude.
Yeah, even though that it's a brick, I think it's way better. Dude, come on.
I like how small it is, though, the Series S. I like how small it is. It looks cool, in the form factor that way.
Yeah, I do like that. It's a lot smaller. It does look a lot better. I do like it slim, being small and everything. That's great. I think that is the end of the highlights.